I know
No.
a couple of Marios. Pet peeve 363. When people spell out and say F is in Foxtrot, Z is in Zulu. Listen, Rambo. You're not a G.I. Joe. Just say F is in Frank and Z is in Zebra.
No, it's
And while you're
Foxtrot.
at it, Z is for Canadians and Europeans. In America, we say Z.
Or zebra.
Zebra is,
Right.
unless I'm doing a crocodile hunter
Right, that's
impression,
Australian.
then it's zebra.
Zebra. Australian.
And I said,
You
and-
commented?
and it's soccer and football. Two different sports with balls of the same name. Because the Europeans call football. Soccer.
Right. I know.
Because they hit the ball with their foot. But
That's
golf,
actually more football than football.
no, golf you hit with a golf club.
No.
Baseball you hit with a baseball bat. Football, and you play football with
American
a football,
you
and
throw.
Soccer,
You only kick it once.
you play soccer with a soccer ball, and you play football with a football. What?
I know.
The sport is named after the ball. Cricket is played with a cricket bat and a cricket widget or whatever they call it.
It's not a cricket ball?
No,
I
it's
don't
not a
know.
cricket ball.
We
It's
could
really
ask-
not a ball. It's
We
just
could ask
wrapped
Don.
in-
Don knows. He's from one of those countries that
Yeah.
play cricket. It's from Nevis. Now, it's an island with mountains. I don't know where they have a cricket. Is it a field? Or is it a
It's a 4-hour game.
cricket?
Yeah.
Baseball's long enough as it stands.
It's you actually play the game. It's fucked up too because there's no innings or there's no changing places. Whoever
It's
gets
another
the ball
sport I haven't
first,
tried to delve into.
whoever gets the ball first, gets the ball, hits the ball, or in the field, wherever they
Yeah,
are.
that
Yeah,
racket
if
thing.
they're either batting or they're fielding.
It's really an oar.
Let's just go
I
there.
think it used to be an oar.
Let's just go there. You're either batting or you're fielding. Okay?
It's an oar.
That's the two separations.
Okay.
You bat until you get so many outs. And then you trade places.
3 outs?
No. There's a determination.
7 outs?
I don't know exactly. You're asking me something I don't know. But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
They can play for 2 hours, Russ.
Have
No,
be
it's
at
not.
bat
It's not
for
outs.
2 hours?
It's what do they call it when they hit the stake? It's
I have no
widgets or
idea.
stakes or
I
something.
have
That's the
no
idea.
idea.
Is you throw it
So it's a cross
overhand.
between
Wait.
baseball and
You're
bocce?
throwing it. No, it's a cross between baseball, golf, and croquet because they have those
Croquet.
3
Croquet.
stakes you have to hit. And you're what you're doing with the bat
See-
is you're protecting the stakes with the bat.
This is one of those games that was created when somebody drank a lot of rum.
Yes.
And they go, you know what we should do? I know what we should
Wait
do.
a minute.
Let's
What
get it. I got an
happens-
oar. I'll be right back.
What happens?
Let me get an
when-
oar. I'm going to cut it off. Let's hit it with this.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, most
That's
sports,
what I mean.
most
And then
sports
the
get
other
like
team
that.
doesn't get to come back and bat. You're it. Once you're done batting, you take the field, and the other team plays.
Right.
And then when they get their 3 outs, it's what I don't even know how they keep score.
Robin Williams did the best bit on the Scotsmen that created golf. If we put this on here, I'll put the link on for Robin Williams, Scotsman inventing golf. It is amazing. How he talks about how messed up the sport is. It's like, what you do what with it? Well, you hit it with a bat. No. It's got a thing on the bottoms. Okay, so then it goes through this, how you screw. It's like you do this and then you're done. No, then you go over here and you hit it again.
Did it start with like a field hockey stick?
I don't know.
Because a field hockey stick is like a cane.
So
It's flat on
it goes
one
through this. He's got this bit. It's going like 5 minutes. And then at the end you finally hit it with that. No, you hit a different one, a flat one, and you try to get it, and it gets in the hole. It's like, and then you're done. No, got to do that 18 times.
17
You
more
got to do it
times.
17 more times. The bit is so funny. It's so funny. So yes, sports are fucked up because you know what? People, they have to create something to do with their time. and other people so they can drink while they're watching people do that, right? Biggest sponsors are Budweiser in everything, alcohol. So
Bored people watching sports. I'm pretty sure that's the definition of sport, right?
sport.
There are bored people sitting watching.
There's probably
it,
a great
and it's
acronym for
definitely a
sport, like NASCAR is non-athletic sport. NASCAR. Non-athletic sport.
Can't actually read.
Non-athletic sport. Centered around rednecks. That's what it is. Centered around rednecks.
Man,
I knew it was one of those. Sorry.
he said that, I didn't.
Yeah, it happens. But I like baseball. I'm a baseball fan. Tofu and I did a video the first night of baseball. Both our teams lost. The Marlins are already doing horrible. I think they've already been
Well,
mathematically
they played their first game already.
eliminated from the playoffs. Yeah, well,
Kinda like the
it is-
Cubs.
You know what? This
Cubs
year
are
there's
the
actually going to be
best team in the
I know.
world until after the first game.
Exactly. This year is going to be different. I love
We're
that.
gonna win the first game, and then
And
nothing
then they're
else.
screwed. We didn't even win the first game. We didn't win the first series. I think they're losing right now as we speak, because I won't even look, to the St. Louis Cardinals. And I think they'll sweep us if they win again. So, I don't know. But I'm a fan. I love baseball, regardless. It's not the winning. All people that have losing teams, by the way, say that. It's not the winning. It's the game. But it's that much better when we do win. Hey, you know what? They went to the playoffs last year. Granted, it was like a 30-game season because of COVID. So I don't think it counts. There's an asterisk with that one anyway.
I get a kick out of people that are. What do you mean you're a fan of, Texas Rangers? You're from New York. You should be rooting. Been rooting for the Rangers. For, you know what I mean? It's like,
Tofu, the same
yeah.
thing. He lived in New York for like 8 hours. I'm a Yankees fan. Why?
Because his dad was.
Because his dad was. That's bullshit. I was diehard
My
New
team
York.
is better than yours because I live closer than them, to them than your team.
Right. Down here in South Florida, the team that everybody loved was the Atlanta Braves because it was the closest team.
It was the only team they played on TV.
They could get it on
Literally
TV.
was the only kid.
It was. They could get it on TV. We moved down here from New York before the Marlins, and they had. It was all air TV. I guess they had cable.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and if
so
the Marlins weren't on,
They weren't.
you got the Atlanta game.
there were no Marlins.
No, I mean, no,
Mets.
if New York. Yeah, if the New
No,
York
you
was,
could always get it on WOR because it was a New York station.
Yeah.
They would do it. The other one, you could get Chicago because it was WGB.
Channel 9, yeah, WGN.
What
yeah.
so and
That was
so
the
you could
Cubs
watch the
versus Sox, yeah.
Cubbies too, which was good. And the local team down here was the Braves, so you could tune into the Braves, BSF or BFS or whatever it is. Anyway, so we got down here. It's like, oh, we get to watch the Mets. This is great. We would circle TV Guide, paper, non-digital stuff. We'd circle the games. We'd watch them, and then we found out, oh, Florida might get a team next year in like '92. In '93, Florida's got a team. I'm thinking, oh, I really hope it's National League because I'm not an AL guy. And my wish comes true, only to find out that it's the same division as the Mets. Like, oh,
No, you're never going to see a Mets.
who do I go for? And at first it was like, all right, I'll watch both. Went to the Marlins games, really enjoyed that. I got all the memorabilia, first year stuff. And then we started watching Bless Mets, and then the Mets are playing the Marlins. Like, who the hell do we root for? I figured, all right, you know what? We can't lose. We can't lose. But I became a homer. I live here, I'm home here, and I'm a Marlins fan, regardless. So,
But
before knowing you.
But you're legitimately a Marlins fan because you started watching them when they first started.
Renee Latchman,
Yeah.
all the new guys,
And
Charlie
you're not
Huff,
a Marlins fan because
Conine, all the whole...
that team is closer to your house than any other team.
No, that's not why. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they were they were my new home team. I knew I was living here. I wasn't moving back to New York. Who moves back to New York? You don't move back to New York.
There are a lot of people living here.
You ever gonna move back to Wisconsin?
No.
Is it Wisconsin? No, Illinois.
Illinois. Same
Illinois
thing.
without the S.
Illinois. That's only
Illinois.
for people in the South.
I know. Illinois. I live in Illinois. No, you don't. Yeah. What's the town you grew up in?
Woodstock.
Not the good Woodstock where they played the music.
Yeah, not the good Woodstock.
Okay. The other Woodstock.
The one they filmed Groundhog Day in.
That's right. That's Groundhog Day. Again. It's Groundhog Day again. So that's square. Tell me about the Ned puddle or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's actually a plaque
Ned?
on the wall. Yeah.
Ned Nesterson? No, Ned.
Yeah, Nesterson, wasn't it?
No.
It was something messed up like that.
Something like that. Yeah. You really like that's the town you grew up in? That's hot stuff. Did you ever see the groundhog?
I think I was
But that's not really where it was. It was supposed to be.
Punxsutawney, New York.
Yeah. So Pennsylvania. No.
Pennsylvania. Yeah.
So
PA.
the groundhog really wasn't in your state. They just filmed it there.
Yeah,
All right. So you don't see the groundhog. Do you have groundhog?
I'm sure we do something.
Isn't groundhog another name for a beaver? Isn't it a beaver?
It's a rat that lives on the ground.
It's a rat.
Yeah, it's
Or like the rat
it's a
family?
groundhog. It's literally it's a
So it's not a beaver.
no.
All right. I don't know. I don't know. Editing, baby. We're gonna edit this.
I guess that's not working.
I guess that's. I don't know. It's got the voice thing, but the voice doesn't work. So, the hell were we talking about? Caddyshack.
The 99 Oaks.
Yeah, I know. The name of it. Oh, Zen in the Art of Golf. It was called Zen in the Art of Golf, and then Harold Ramis, who was the producer and writer of it, had Bill Murray and Chevy Chase in it. Oh no, Bill Murray and Rodney Dangerfield, two of the biggest ad-libbers. They could not stick to their lines at all. They would just kind of go off. So Harold Ramis just let him go. He goes, you know what? I'll work it out on the cutting room floor. So it just went so far out of whack that he's like, well, we're scrapping Zen in the Art of Golf. It just didn't work. Rodney, who's a stand-up comedian, is doing his lines and telling jokes, and you get the crew there, people behind the scenes, the cameras and the other actors, and nobody's laughing. So he stops and like, what's going on? Isn't that funny? He's like, no, just keep going. It's like, well, you're not on stage. The audience, in the people watching it in their seats will laugh.
They're on the other side of the camera.
They're not here. So he's like, oh, I don't get this. I don't know what the hell's the problem here. It's supposed to be funny. So he would do whatever he could to get the crew to laugh. So he just went, and then they would laugh, and they'd like, cut! Because they got to edit. The crew can't laugh. He just couldn't get that. So my buddy Craig was the captain on the seafood, so he got to see a lot of the filming, and he told me all that. As far as it's like, they just Rodney just couldn't.
My anchor.
He just and all that stuff. Yeah, he just and Ted Knight could not stand either of those guys because he's like an actor. He's like, I'm going to act. I got
Straight
my lines. I'm
lines.
going to do
Yeah.
it. Blah blah blah. And half those lines interacting with Rodney was like he's just pissed. He would go up and say, because if you look at the lines, he's doing his lines, and Rodney would show up and say something, and he would just be flustered, and so it was great that way. So
$100 you slice it.
I never sliced. Yep. So yeah, so Harold Ramis just like, yeah, let's just go with it.
If I remember right, the whole interaction between Chevy and Bill in
his house.
In his house. With the weed, with the blower.
blower.
Yeah.
That was additional. Because at the end of it, when they were putting it together, they realized they don't have any scenes together. So they created that scene after the movie was done. They had to get together and put that scene in because they never had a scene together. Chevy's were always separate. Bill Murray's was, the gopher killed the gophers and all that stuff. And he realized I got to get two of these, the best comedic actors in the same scene. So they created that. You mind if I play through? Oh yeah, no problem. Hey, maybe we can hang out. You
Cannonball!
come to Cannonball House, have another one, right? Like, hey, maybe we can come together. It's like, well, you have a pool over your house, right? You have a pool. Yeah, I have a pool. I have a pond too. Pond might be good for you.
Pond
Yeah,
might
a
be
pond
good for
or the pool, whatever. You know, pond or pool is good for me. All ad lib. They literally said, all right,
Go.
just all you have a ball that you're going to play through. We need 5 minutes.
I wonder who came up with that.
What? Ball play through?
Playing the ball through.
Howard Ramis.
You think
He's like,
Ramis-
I got to have a reason while you're here. You have to have hit the ball into his caddy shack,
Yeah.
and where he lives. He lives in the groundskeeping house.
In the groundkeeping house, yeah.
It wasn't the caddy shack. Groundskeeping
The
house.
caddy shack is where
The caddy shack is where the kid picks his
caddies-
nose. The caddies
Yeah,
hang
yeah.
out. They get their cards for the day and shit like that. So, but yeah, that was extra. They had to come up with, we need a scene. All of it, ad lib. Yep, it was cool. I think they did a special DVD on that too when DVDs were a big thing. They're actually, DVDs are an old thing now. Do you have a DVD player? You would, you do.
by
I don't.
default, my PlayStation.
PlayStation, yeah. I don't even have a Blu-ray player. I don't have I have a drawer full of Blu-rays. I don't have a player. Every one of those Blu-rays, I could go on and watch it on any one of the subscriptions that I have.
Right.
Netflix or Amazon, or I'd watch every one of them. Isn't that amazing? Technology. All right, I'm ready for a cigar, man. Where the hell is Mario?
You don't even
This is
sit
gonna
there
be-
long enough for Mario.
I might. I actually might. I do. Hold that thought. Did you turn it off?
I think that's
No, it's still on. Okay. I can't see. So here's sort of normal. Here's really big. And here's a Mario cigar. I think we actually
It's
got this.
so long
Oh, it's a
that
Tatooine.
it
It doesn't
needs a
even fit.
support.
Yeah.
to go in the ashtray.
Right. It's like a porno cigar.
Ew, I touched
It's,
that.
it's a porno cigar. So this is. Oh, it's a Star Wars. It's from Tatooine. No, it's Tatuaje. It's a good
Somebody's
cigar. Tatuaje. No, we can't say that.
I just did.
We're gonna beep that. I'm gonna learn how to edit that. So yeah, he will like this one. He's yeah, you're right. We can't even fit this on here. It's so damn big. All right, so I can squeeze that on here. Maybe no. All right, we're good. Yeah, I pretty much have to wrap this up because it's not going anywhere. So we're ending the clip somewhat abruptly, only because we went on such a tangent that I can't even edit it in the right way. So thank you for watching, having the patience, and don't unsubscribe if you have in fact subscribed. There'll be more coming. I'm not apologizing because unfortunately this is actually what this shit's about. This is what we're doing. So I'm just letting you know that this is the way the stuff's gonna go. So thanks for watching. I am a techie guru here.